Hello, all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with all you beautiful reflections of the one source consciousness that creates and animates all things. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we're super happy to have you here. And if you've been listening and enjoying for a while, I would be super grateful if you would please take a moment to give us a review on Apple Podcasts. It's one of the best and simplest ways to pay it forward and help others find the show so that they too can tap into the powerful perspectives and positive vibrations we are collectively emanating. The other unique and magical way to share this show is by sending any friends you think would benefit from listening to this podcast our Game with the Universe link at positivehead.com/game. Also listed in the show notes, which will serve them up a quote-unquote random episode when they click it. Just instruct them before clicking the link to close their eyes for a moment and sincerely ask the universe to cue up the episode that contains the insight and perspectives that they most need to hear at this point in their life journey, and then click to listen to whatever episode is synchronistically served up to them. I have heard time and time again from people about the incredible results they received playing the game. So just tell your friends magical results are guaranteed or their karma back. All right, all you positive heads, welcome, welcome. Here we go again. It is a Friday, a really good Friday, somewhat challenging Friday for me. It's good and challenging. It's been energetically a pretty intense week, actually. And, that's how it goes sometimes. You just have, it's actually been some really good things and some challenging things both. But I think it's important that we know and acknowledge and appreciate whenever things are challenging, and what can we do to just sort of bounce back, bless the negative emotion and bounce it into the positive, as this clip I'm going to share pretty quick here. It's a rampage from Abraham that a dear friend sent to me this week, and it's a powerful one. So I think I'm gonna just do something that I don't normally do, just dive right into sharing this rampage of appreciation that came from the Abundant Creation YouTube page, and I'll be back to talk about it after. Take a listen.
We don't think that there's ever been a better opportunity to have a rampage of appreciation than right here, right now. So we're going to offer it to you from our point of view, since we are assuming that most of you are right here with us inside the vortex. We might as well just spell it out as we see it in a way that you can then hear it and understand what we mean.
Thank you.
As we express to you from our vantage point of non-physical, we are offering a vibration slowly enough to give Esther the opportunity to find the words that perfectly match, because our understanding of your value and our wish to express our appreciation for the part in this universal motion forward has never been stronger. In other words, it's those like you who consciously acknowledge the relationship between where you currently stand and how you currently feel in your physical bodies, and what your astral body or your spiritual body or your soul body or your source body or your inner being body of energy is. It's the relationship between you and that which you've expanded to, which includes us. It's that relationship that equals every emotion that you feel. So when you decide, as you all did, that you're going to carve out a slice of your important lives and center yourselves inside a conversation with the express intent of joining and meshing with and blending with and understanding, merging with, becoming, allowing the human consciousness that you've come to know as you with the fullness of who you really are. When you make a decision like that, you have decided to contribute to humanity in the most effective way, because you say, I will merge with the whole of that which I am, a little bit here and a little bit here, but it is my quest, and in doing so I will learn, and I will study, and I will practice, and I will become, I will be a consistent light into this world. I will tune to the energy of all that I have become, and I will so consistently flow it that anyone who gets a whiff of me will benefit, whether they speak, whether they understand or not. And for your willingness to do all of that, we stand in complete love and appreciation for that willingness, because it required an effort and a focus and a sticking with a new idea, even a unpopular new idea. It required doing something that the other chickens aren't doing. It required perceiving outside the box. It required a paradigm shift. It required a letting go of physical reality and achieving of non-physical reality. It required merging with the God that is really you, but it required letting go of the human that is you in profound and unpopular ways. So as we observe you, and as we feel you, and as we salivate over you, and as we find the deliciousness of you, as we focus upon who you are and what you've done and what you know and how far you've come and why you've done it and how you will continue to do it and what it means to you and how you'll find the feeling place of it and the effort that you will make. Our appreciation of you is not just for what you've accomplished in getting here and in playing with us in these hours that we've been together. Our appreciation that we are expressing to you now from our present tense is about what you are yet to do in your physical body, for which we are now all in complete celebration about. The things that you seek, the successes that are still future tense for you, have already been accomplished, and we are savoring them now. And our powerful desire for you is that you will come frequently to your vortex of creation, where you will ABC yourself through your alphabet into emotional reasoning, where you will feel the fullness of the celebration that we all have as a result of the work that you have and are continuing to do. There have never been humans with greater intensity than those who have gathered here, really. And there have never been those who have been more willing to listen to the sameness of the message that we continue to offer forward, determined to eke out one more little piece of understanding that just puts the world in a little bit of a righter place. We applaud you for your patience, and we encourage you to come to the vortex where you never need it. And we express to you appreciation of all that you are, and eagerness that you feel love for yourselves in the way that we do right now. So we wish to express to you the brilliance of who you are. You are physically focused beings who are source energy instead of physically focused beings. You are the leading edge of the universe, and in your physical bodies you are beacons who will lead millions of others who want what you have but don't know what you know. You have no assignment to teach them. It is through the clarity of your example that it will happen. And because of your participation in these hours that we've been together, you have gathered around you in a rather consistent and intense fashion a cadre of non-physical energies. You can call them fairies of the universe or angels, you can call them anything you want, who have always known you, but whom you have not always known. But your feeling for them and your finding of them will be more vivid to you. And that feeling of standing out there on the leading edge, sort of lonely because others don't get you, is fast fading as your new association with who you really are has powerfully taken its place. It will no longer be necessary for others to get you in order for you to stand and know who you are. In fact, you're going to find it a very common thing that flows forth from you when others say, I don't really understand what you mean, for you to say, it doesn't matter. You are going to find yourself teaching without anyone asking for a classroom. You're going to find yourself understanding without anyone really verbalizing a problem. You're going to find yourself vibrationally speaking, knowing from inside your vortex what it feels like to be tuned in to infinite intelligence. Solutions are going to flow forth to you more emphatically than you've ever experienced before, and you're going to find yourself often standing as a very clear-minded beings amidst others who are standing in a place of somewhat confusion. And you're not going to feel uncomfortable in your leadership. As you hear people complaining, you won't take their complaints to heart at all, but you're going to feel a solution forming within you and words to back up the solution, and you're going to find yourself telling people what you know on a more consistent basis without offending them, because you're not going to be considering their point of view and your point of view at the same time. You're going to be speaking profoundly from your point of view. In other words, one who's connected to this source energy, one who's flowing with the stream from inside the vortex, is more powerful and more influential than millions who are not. And in giving all of this to you, it is our powerful desire that you understand that this is not an assignment that we are assigning to you. It is the fulfilling of the intention that you set forth, and are acknowledging to you that you have accomplished what you have set forth to accomplish. You are creators who have come into this environment for the details that it evokes from you. But you are God force who insists upon alignment with the energy of your source. And it is our knowing that as you move forward from this day, never again will you feel negative emotion without blessing the importance of it. Because in the negative emotion is the indication that you are setting forth for this universe expansion. And instead of feeling a continuing of negative emotion, you're going to flip. You're going to take the bounce. You're going to feel the solution that your problem has pointed, and you're going to feel it fast. You're going to feel how we feel more often as you explore the contrast of your time-space reality. What has happened in this time that we've been together, and even though we can speak it and you cannot, and we can feel it and maybe you are getting some of it, over the days that follow, you are going to feel the profound meaning of what we are offering here, because you have managed to activate an inside the vortex vibration with enough consistency and frequency that your point of attraction has shifted dramatically, and the lives around you, which you call physical manifestational, and we call them manifestational indicators of vibration, are going to show it. So hold on to your hats and get ready to feel the celebration many times in every day of your newfound freedom in your newfound absence of resistance. There could not be greater love or appreciation focused at you than now. There could not be more recognition of the worthiness of that which is you than that which we feel here and now. And there could not be more eager anticipation for the manifestation that by law must follow as a result of what you have accomplished vibrationally as a result of this gathering. And with all of that, we say to you, you have done the work and we have received the benefit, which is exactly the way you so lovingly set it all up when you decided to come forth. And we want you to feel the appreciation of that which you call God and that which we call all that is, for the expansion of the universe that is as a result of the beingness that is you. It is time for you to love you as we do and reap the benefit of you as we do. There is great love here for you, and we will remain and expect as much of you eternally in the vortex.
Before we continue on with today's episode, for those of you interested in getting more fantastic fungi in your life, I want to take a quick moment to tell you about a friend of mine's brand new company, The Great Mother. Recently, I have been drinking The Great Mother's superfood mushroom coffee alternative called Ritual, as well as regularly taking their awesome Ally microdoses, and I am truly loving both. As you probably know, these days, many of the world's highest achievers and performers swear by microdosing. The problem is it can still be difficult to get a hold of magic mushrooms. That's why when my friend reached out, who lives in an area and country where legalization is not a problem like it was in the past, and said he'd be willing to offer microdoses to my listeners, I wanted to pass the word along. Ally microdoses are 100% organic. And in addition to a small amount of the magic active ingredient, they also contain functional mushrooms like lion's mane, cordyceps, chaga, and other brain boosters like bacopa. Ally is essentially a full spectrum nootropic. And of course, the coffee alternative Ritual doesn't contain magic mushrooms, but it has an array of the best organic functional mushrooms in the world. And, with functional mushrooms, it's really important to get them from the highest integrity sources. And whereas some other highly popular mushroom coffee alternatives on the market only contain a few varieties of functional mushrooms in their actual ingredients, Ritual has 7. Not only does it contain more types, it also contains 3 to 4 times the amount that the big brands have in each serving. And it tastes amazing. I actually like to have it on its own, as well as mixing it into my coffee sometimes as well. However, since this is definitely a unique offering, there are a few steps. First, just reach out and request to follow the private page, thegreat.mother on Instagram. Once you've been accepted to follow, just message what you're interested in getting and someone will get back to you. So you heard it there towards the end. What a powerful rampage, right? It's like so calm and peaceful and powerful. And, whenever you have a negative experience or emotion, you learning to bless that, and even if you do slip, let's say, into maybe more unconsciousness, you quickly bounce into the positive and reclaim your newfound freedom and your absence of resistance to that emotion. And that's really present for me this week and poignant, and what a gift, right? It's like, as I always say, smooth seas never made for a skilled sailor, and you came to be a skilled sailor. So why would you shake your fist at the challenge or the negative or the person that came to sharpen your axe? And remember, if someone is being ugly, or if you have a challenge with other people, let's say, in their hurt, and there's someone that it's obvious they're lashing out. Think of it like, the animal with its leg caught in a trap. And if you go and you try and engage it, or even if you wanted to help it, it's hurt and it's going to try and bite you. And that happens a lot in life. And don't see through it, see through people's pain. And if we can learn to do that, that we've really started to get get somewhere. This clip also talked about teaching without asking for a classroom, or people understanding without people verbalizing a problem. You're sort of just allowing things to flow through you, speaking from your point of view, in a way that's not, you're just taking into account both points of view, theirs and yours. You're speaking from yours, and so authoritatively that it actually won't offend them. So it's like, speaking from, instead of you should, or here's how it should be, it's like, here's my experience of it. That's a good way to do it. Here's how I'm experiencing it. And then just being in your heart, it's like, you're not saying they're wrong. You're not saying you're right. Here's my experience of it. And I think that's a wonderful tool to sidestep offending or putting someone on the defensive. And the more we can do that and not get triggered into a pissing match, and he said, she said, and I'm right and you're wrong. And instead, these solutions are flowing emphatically to you. You're not going to feel, uncomfortable in your leadership. You're just allowing this stuff to come through you and flow through you, and you're just seeing so clearly. And that is your destiny. That is my destiny. You would not be hearing these words. You wouldn't have tuned into this if it wasn't your message. And so, hold on to your hats, as she says, and prepare, because there's so many victories and healings ahead from you holding and anchoring this vibration of truth and non-reactivity and positivity, and bouncing to the positive as quickly as you can whenever you slip. And inevitably we slip, and that's okay. And we're so resilient, and I'm so proud of you. Hope you're proud of me too. With that being said, I have a song. What do you know? It's called Resilient, to listen to today by Rise in Appalachia. Beautiful song. Thank you for tuning your beautiful brainwaves and incredible hearts into another episode. Till next time, journey well.
I am resilient. I trust the movement. I negate the chaos, uplift the negative. I'll show up at the table again and again and again. I'll close my mouth and learn to listen. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. 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 These times are poignant. The winds have shifted. It's all we can do to stay uplifted. Pipelines through backyards, wolves howling out front. Yeah, I got my crew, but truth is what I want. Realigned and on point. Power to the peaceful, prayers to the waters, women at the center, all vessels open to give and receive. Let's see the system brought down to its knees. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm made of thunder, I'm made of lightning, I'm made of dirt, yeah, made of the fine things. My father taught me that I'm a speck of dust, and this world was made for me. So let's go and try our luck, said. I've got my roots down, 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 down deep. I've got my roots down, 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 you gonna do about it when the world comes undone? My voice feels tiny, and I'm sure so does yours. Put us all together, make a mighty the movement. I negate the chaos, uplift the negative. I'll show up at the table again and again and again. I'll close my mouth and learn